Okay, let's start. Um, Sachin, did you buy a prop firm account already?
No, no, no. This week I was busy, right? So I just thought of doing it from tomorrow. That's the thing. So,
Okay,
mm,
I think
mm.
they depend. I think they have a deadline of some 28th or something of September.
Ah,
Just buy
Which
now.
one?
yeah.
Which one has a deadline?
I think Apex. But
Oh,
then they'll go
Apex.
from 80% to 90%, or they'll keep changing it. It's okay, I'll keep
Ah.
exiting. But still, yeah, just buy
Hey,
one,
Apex
whatever you want.
only gives 25K full, right? But that the other one you mentioned that gives like 50K.
Yeah, just buy
The
the
one.
50K. Just buy the
Uh,
50K because you will blow it up. So it's okay. So spend less money right now. Don't worry.
yeah.
Later,
I felt
when
what.
you're confident, then you can buy something whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay, there are a
I
lot of
felt what
other
Rajesh
options
got
also.
was.
My funded futures is
Uh,
actually cheaper because if you get funded, then you don't have to pay extra. So they have
uh,
some deal like that. So, but it's okay. It's all the same. It's fine. Okay, let's start. So just one slide today. Okay. I just
Almost.
want because you're starting to look into buying pro firm accounts and buying going to start trading and things like that. So I thought I'll quickly touch upon a few things here. Okay, in the slides, if you can see, you can read the whole thing, but practically it's this part, okay, which is important. This part and one more part. Okay. So basically, there are for everything that we trade, normally I show it to you on ES or NQ, right?
hmm.
So that's a full contract. It's called a mini contract. Okay. So yeah, if you look at this ES, E mini, S&P 500, the tick size is 0.25, means that for every 0.25 that it moves, you will have a value of $12.50. Okay. So that means for one full point, okay, you will have how much? 12.5 into 4,
50. 50.
$50.
Yeah.
Okay, for every point that it moves, it'll be worth $50. Okay. The micro E-mini S&P is basically that divided by 10. For the same tick size of 0.25, you get $1.25. Okay.
Mm.
Similarly, for Nasdaq also it's the same. Okay. So the goal is to trade the micros. Don't trade the minis. You trade the minis, you'll blow up the account within a few minutes. Okay. And you should trade the micros. Okay. Especially when you are starting out and you still are trying to figure out how to take trades and things like that. Start with the micros. Start with one micro. Okay. You can do either ES or NQ. I would suggest start with ES. Okay. And use that to take your trades or whenever you get started. Okay. That way you don't blow up your account. Okay. And the second part is there's something called a continuous contract that we use when you're in trading view. Okay. So this is denoted by that ES1 with an exclamation mark.
That's what we use.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we use, right? ES1 with exclamation mark. Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if you look at like I need to okay. So basically, if you look at it here, right, at the top, this would be a continuous contract. Okay. But this doesn't mean that that is the actual contract that you're trading. The actual contract that you are trading is actually different. If you look at it here, if you go inside this MES, okay, you will see all of these U, Z, H, M, U, Z. Okay. These are basically every quarterly contract. This is the actual contract which gets traded. Okay. They extrapolate this into a continuous contract. So that means every time the old contract expires, the new contract comes in and then they adjust the price so that and the chart so that it reflects the new contract. Okay. So these are the basically what we call the continuous contracts. Okay. So this is not actually what gets traded, even though it's convenient for us to use this. That's all. Okay. You need to remember that. Okay. When you go to the charts and all this, actually what you see is these. This is what actually gets displayed when you go to the charts. So when they say you have to roll your contract forward, then this is what they mean. That means you're moving from, for example, September 2024 to December 2024. Okay. So you
Okay.
need to change the contract to the next contract. Okay. That's what it means. Okay. As long as you're in trading view, it doesn't matter. But the minute you actually go to your broker and start using your broker, this is something which is you'll have to take care of. Okay. I just wanted to cover these two parts. Okay, now we'll go to the charts. Okay. I thought we'll start off with okay. This is FOMC. I have too much clutter. Is this okay, or you want me to clean it up?
Yeah, fine.
It's
That's
fine.
good.
Okay. Anyway, I'll disappear. Okay, so this is FOMC, right? So FOMC is basically the only major PM event. There's nothing else typically that you get in terms of news in the afternoon except for FOMC. Okay. And if you look at it, look at the range. This is just on ES. This is almost 100 points. Okay. Same thing on NQ would be around 500 points. Okay. Or even more. Okay. So this is the amount of movement that typically happens on one of the big events. Okay. So normally, what happens with FOMC? First of all, don't trade it. Never trade FOMC. Okay, because this is when you lose your accounts. Okay, if you try trading it, it's almost impossible to trade. But sometimes you do get good setups, and if you're very experienced, then probably you can still trade it. But generally, not a great place to trade. Okay, so what typically happens during FOMC is that when the news itself gets announced, then there is one manipulation that happens, which was this candle. Maybe then what? Let me do this. Look at this. Okay, that's it. Okay. So when the news itself gets announced, it gives you this manipulation. I'll just go to a lower time frame so that's a lot more obvious. See, in just 1 minute, that the minute it got announced, went all the way up and came down. Okay. So this is one thing. And then what happens is then they keep waiting for the interview, right? Where he comes and talks, and then people keep asking him questions. So what happens is every time that he says something, he'll keep going up and down, up and down, and up and down. Okay, so practically till almost 3 o'clock, there's nothing that you can do. It'll just keep trying to get liquidity because it took all of this. Now it has to generate some energy. So it keeps going up and down and doing all sorts of things here. That is exactly what happens. Okay. So even if you have to trade, you have to trade after he stops speaking. That is the whole point of FMC, which is roughly 3 o'clock. See, until then, it just kept going up and down. with no clear direction, and then he stopped talking at 3 o'clock or something. Then it went down and finished for the day.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is typically how FOMC price action looks like. And then before that, it's practically very difficult to see. It's all this consolidation, practically very difficult to trade. So if you want to trade, you can trade in the morning. That is what they say. But this morning, look at the price action. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So many wicks. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Right? It's very, very difficult to trade. You just have to, it's like a Hail Mary. You just decide that, okay, it is going to go in this direction and just take a trade and then hopefully hope that it doesn't take a stop loss and then keep holding it. And at some point of time, you just close it. That's typically
Hmm.
how you trade. Okay. So normally before a news event, this is what happens. So what some people say is trade before the market opens, if you can. They say sometimes you can get better opportunities to do that. But in general, if it is a CPI or NFP, you wait till 10:30 and then you start trading because it is 8:30 news. You'll do all the manipulation during that time, and then after market opens, another round of manipulation will happen, and then at 10:30 you can start trading where it'll become a lot more easier to trade. Okay. With FOMC, normally the whole day, morning and afternoon is very difficult to trade. So a lot of people just say that take the day off, don't do any trading. Okay. So these are the days that you don't want to trade, even though you see this huge move and say, "Oh, I wish I could have taken it here." Practically, you will not be able to do it. Okay, you can always position yourself, maybe the previous day or couple of days earlier, for a kind of a swing position, if possible. If you kind of have an idea of which direction it's going to go in, and then hold it, and then try and see if you can actually sell it sometime. Okay. So this was FOMC action. It becomes much more clear. And look at how it is. Complete consolidation. There's no way that you can trade this.
Hmm.
Okay. So another term that they use for this kind of a thing is high resistance liquidity run. Okay. So because there's so much of resistance for price to move back and it's going back and forth, they call this a high resistance liquidity run. Okay. Compared to something like this, where the price just keeps going up in one single direction, then that is called a low resistance liquidity run because it becomes a lot more easier to trade. The PD arrays are a lot more easier to spot and they hold better. So it becomes much more easy to set up a trade and take it. Okay. So this is a term that you will use, you will encounter often. High resistance liquidity run and low resistance liquidity run.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. So this was FOMC. Now let us go to the higher time frame. Okay. Where it will become a little more obvious what is happening. I just went to the 1 hour chart. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So everything started off with NFP. This was NFP. Okay. Price moved all the way down. Okay. Because they knew that interest rates were coming. Right. So they started off. So they brought the whole thing down. So then what happened was this, right? Essentially all of these highs. They'll engineer the liquidity here. All of this. Okay. Engineer, to make sure that they can take it higher, they first have to bring it down, right? They brought it down for NFP. On NFP, they brought it down further. Then they went slowly up. Then CPI again. This was CPI. Yes, Wednesday. Okay. So CPI again, they brought it down because they wanted to go up now. Okay. So again on CPI, they manipulated. Okay. And then they started pushing it higher and higher and higher and higher. So finally, the day before FOMC, they took it to its logical level of taking this out, taking all of this out. People who were short here and had stops, they took all of them out. Okay. And they went all the way here. Okay. And then there were people saying, oh, now they already took it out. So, you know what? Something bad might happen. Maybe we'll go short again. So, they again, few more people had their shorts here, right? Then they brought it down. They said, no, 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 we're going down. Again, manipulation. Look at this. They manipulated it down again before FOMC. Okay. Telling people, yes, we are going short. We are going down. Okay. And then on FOMC candle, they went up, took out everybody and anybody who was there here, and then came back down. Okay. So that's exactly what these guys were trying to do. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. And then there was still what is left over? This portion, right? This portion was still left. So they had to take care of these guys. They practically went exactly halfway. See? Exactly half. This candle. Exactly half of this distance they did. See? And then they came back down, indicating, hey, you guys are safe here. And they brought it down and saying, oh, you know what? What's going to happen? They're going to probably take it down again. Right? And then what did they do? They went and took them all out. Wait, I'll go to. Yes. They took out all-time highs. So in order to take out all-time highs, they had to manipulate. Okay, so it was very obvious that they're going to take it back down. Only question was how much further are they going to take it down? Okay. Okay, they just had to run out a few guys who were still long here, probably, so they came back down and took them out. So practically what happened was they just ran out these guys. They did a stop hunt on these guys here. Okay. This is what happened. And this was also daily open or something, I think, or weekly open. And then they took it out, took out all-time highs. They took out all-time highs, and then they promptly came back down. Okay.
So now how it will look?
So now we need to see what will happen tomorrow.
Would it
Right?
come down?
Hmm?
Would it
It'll
come
most
down?
likely come down. So this was Tuesday. This is Monday, Friday. So this is Monday. Monday was the low of the week, right?
So Friday, according to the theory that we don't, it's not much, it just consolidates, right, here and there.
Yeah, Monday was just consolidation. We just went up.
On
and down. So
Friday,
it's been a
Friday also you
consolidating thing. So Friday, what it needs to do, it needs to come back into the range.
Uh,
Okay. So basically, now normally all of these would be targets. Okay. This is the FOMC low. Okay. So they could target this, they could target this at some point of time, not necessarily this week. There's one more thing that we could see. Let me see if I can. Something called TGIF, or thank God it's Friday move. Okay.
mm,
Basically, they take the whole range and they try to come back by 20 to 30%, which they've already done, to be honest.
mm,
Okay. So they've already done that. See, they came back at least 30% of the overall move. So few things that they can probably try and do is take out this one if they want to come down further. Okay, there may be a few more fair value gaps somewhere because this move was very huge and it happened overnight. So that means that New York guys couldn't do anything about this move. They are stuck here. This was all New York. Okay. So these guys would want to come and do something about these guys. So they'll probably come back here and take out something here. But it needn't happen tomorrow. For all tomorrow they'll just consolidate. So the move has already happened. They had to reach the all-time highs. They managed to do that. So they'll try and do some more manipulation. They'll probably come back down, again go back up, take this guys out, take it a little higher. Okay. And then they might come back down again.
mm.
So a lot of manipulation is going to be happening in the next few weeks. Okay, so you come back here, probably take this guy out. This is for sure a target. Okay,
So nothing is the news, right? Unless the next quarter comes, October
no.
comes.
So
No.
and then they might again find some way to do something like this, go back up again, do something like this, and then again they'll come back down here, do something, go back here. Finally, they might, or if you're lucky, they'll come back all the way down here and take this all of this out. They do that, the sooner the better. So the lower it goes and faster it goes, better for us. Okay, because
So if we
this,
could do that premium discount, where is the mean?
yeah, depends on which time frame you're
Which
going to look at.
point you look at, right? Start of the week, let's say.
Hmm. Let's have an
Point.
idea.
So it has to come down, right?
Hmm.
Technically.
Yeah, it'll come down. Okay, it'll definitely come down. Question is when will they do it and how much will they do it? Okay, because they want to manipulate a little more. They want to actually see. They want to keep telling people, "Hey, we're gonna go higher." So they'll push people higher, and people will start buying here in this region, and then only they'll bring it down.
Mm.
Okay. Otherwise, they will not make money. They already went to all-time highs, so people are now expecting that it's going to go higher. So they will show some intent of moving higher for sure.
Mm.
Okay, they may move. They may move all the way, up to 6,000 also. I don't know. Okay, it's quite possible. They might go all the way and then they'll probably bring it all the way down at some point of time. Okay,
Mm.
so that manipulation, when that is going to happen, that's not very clear. So let's try and see if we
Yeah.
can do something for this. Let's put some standard deviation, see if we can predict it. Okay, so this was the NFP uh, thing, right? So let's see. Take this whole thing. So they could move all the way to 5,900, around 5,900. Okay, before they decide to move back down. If you look at this prediction. Look a smaller one, let us see. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Oh, let me do 15 minutes. Let's see, 15 minutes makes more sense. Yeah, around 5,800 to 5,900, I think. It could go all the way till that. Oh,
Hmm.
5,800 is already here. They just hit 5,800. Okay, so they'll probably go up a little more, maybe 5,850, 5,860. Take it close to 5,900, and then they might decide that, okay, no, no, we're getting too close to 6,000, and then they'll probably bring it down. If you're
Oh,
lucky, they'll bring it down immediately.
so there are chances that they will still take it up.
Yeah, yeah. And see, at the end of the day, markets will keep going up, right? In the long run, I think you can be sure that they're going to take it higher. In the short
Hmm.
term, you don't know when that will happen. Meaning they might wait for elections. Okay, they might decide that let's wait for elections before we do something, or they may use the election results to do this manipulation. Okay, or they will use again NFP and CPI of next month to do that. Okay, so you don't know. So let's see if we use the CPI. Much better. Okay, see, maybe CPI manipulation. It's it hit -2 and -2.5 here.
Hmm.
Maybe this might be a better way to measure. This goes to 6,000.
Hmm. And this is the
That's the
point from
ultimate terminus, right?
uh,
So that means that from here they'll probably do a little bit of backtracking, and they might come take this thing out. Ideally, they should take this out at least, and then they'll probably go up again.
hmm.
So we need to see. But at the end of the day, you want it to go down. You want it to go down. But I think what they will do, like I told you, right? They'll take it up a little, then they'll bring it down, because that's the best way for them to actually manipulate the thing.
Hmm. Yes.
What happened to my sharing?
Measuring.
Yeah. Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. And I wanted to just go over today's price action. Okay. Okay. So what actually happened for today? You can see. So this was weekly open. Okay, weekly open was somewhere here. Okay, so what FOMC they during the FOMC they basically manipulated below the weekly open.
Hmm.
Okay, they created a wick below the week. Okay, and then they took it higher today. Okay. So, but this was Asia session and London session. It just kept going up and up and up and up. And then here they created one consolidation. Okay. And then during uh, New York Open, there was actually news today, but today the news didn't do anything at all. It was 8:30 news. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's hardly anything that happened here. You can see.
What was the
And
news about CPA?
not severe, there was some small news.
Uh,
Okay, because they already moved so much, right? There was nothing hitting it. So I was hoping that, they would actually use the news to manipulate it lower, but they didn't do anything. So what happened was that means that New York Open was going to manipulate. So the minute New York Open started, okay, now I think we can put these timings. That will become more obvious. Now you can see, right? Can you see the times?
yeah.
Roughly. The 5 minutes after. The annotations are there on 5 minutes. So what happened was news, nothing happened. This was the news candle. It just went slightly up, didn't take out any high or low, and then prices kept coming down. Manipulated till 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, they went up to try, and they didn't even take out this high. This high also they didn't take out. Well, they almost just about touched it. They made a triple top. And then New York Open, exactly New York Open, they manipulated down. So what actually happened was they brought it down. I was actually wasn't sure how far they would bring it down, but on NQ there was a hourly fair value gap here.
NQ. What is NQ? Oh, on
Nasdaq.
NQ. Nasdaq. Okay.
Nasdaq. Okay. So what happened was on Nasdaq they hit this. They hit it, and then it may start going up. Okay. So
Very
so the
interesting. Right?
minute
So
that happened,
7:30.
ES also started going up.
But at 10:30 it went peak, right? Usually at 10:30 it kind of bounces back. Right?
See, that's what happened, right? So 950, it came in 950 macro. It used the thing at 950 to hit the target, and at 950 it started going in the opposite direction, right? So this was like continuation of the trend that was there. Okay, and at 10:30 it did a minor reversal back down, so into this FVG. This is so basically there were two chances for us to take a trade here. One was at 10:10, the other one was at 11 o'clock. Both macro times. Okay. So you could have taken a trade here and then you could have held it up to this high again, at least minimum. So here they came back because I was expecting it to hit the all-time high, and I knew that anything above this is manipulation. Okay, so at this point of time, I was thinking it should come back and trying to figure out how to take a trade, but there's no opportunity to take it. So I just left it alone, and then it came back all the way till here. But I was watching NQ, so NQ had a different trajectory. It didn't, it wasn't so clean, so I couldn't find a trade, and then finally I couldn't take a trade at all. But so on ES, it was very clean. It came here clearly back to this FVG, and then went up and created a new high. So your trade would have been as simple as this. You take it in this FVG, either target, if you had taken this one here with the low with stop loss here, this would have been your stop loss. Okay, you would have taken it here. I would have put a limit order here, and then you would have taken the trade off at the all-time high. Okay, for this one, the second one, you would target this high. The same stop loss, same thing, but you would have targeted this high. You can't target this because this is blue sky territory. You don't know how much further it will go. Okay, so what actually happened was Nasdaq hit 20,000. Okay, and that is when it reversed back. So normally what happens is that there's another thing that I haven't talked to you guys about, which is like there is correlation among certain pairs. Okay, basically all indices have to work together, right? Which is a concept you might have heard of, right? If you want all the indices to move together, you want all the indices to fall together and things like that, right? But even more than that, there are much more smaller intricacies like this. For example, if a target is hit on one of the indices, sometimes the other indices also react to that same target. Okay, because there'll be one specific stock which would actually be moving the index in either direction. Okay, so when it was going down, Nvidia was like basically getting sold off. Okay, so the minute it hit here, this point, I think then people started buying Nvidia, it went up. So, and here also, so Nasdaq kept pushing higher and higher. ES was getting dragged by the other stocks which wasn't moving, but it was moving because probably Nvidia was moving. And then the minute Nvidia hit a certain point and started reversing, ES also stopped. ES also came very close to 5,800. So I was actually hoping that we'll go hit 5,800 here and 20,000 on Nasdaq, but Nasdaq went and hit 20,000 quickly. So, and then ES said enough is enough, and then it started going back up. Okay. So the other thing that I haven't talked to you about is the Judas swing. Okay. Basically, a Judas swing is a swing which happens in the direction opposite to the trend. It's not a reversal, but it's basically a swing that happens in the opposite direction to the trend. Okay.
What
And
do you
it's
mean by
all
that?
Judas, that Christian character, right? Basically, he was the one who betrayed Christ.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, what happens is that normally at New York Open, okay, you want to do some manipulation, right? So this manipulation swing that happens is typically called a Judas swing. Okay. So basically, because it went here, we knew that it had to go here. Probably people realized that, hey, if we go and hit here, what are we going to do the whole day? So they decided to bring it back all the way down till here. So they created this larger Judas swing, okay, and brought it down here, and then they went back in the with the trend continuation. Okay, so this is a move which is contrary to the overall trend. So that's why it's called a Judas swing. And the fact is that this specific thing always happens at New York Open. Okay. So in most cases, what happens is 8:30 already creates a manipulation. If on 8:30 news, if it already come down, then this swing is typically not that pronounced. But normally it's still there most of the times. Around 70% of the time, there's always a Judas swing. Okay. It's just something for you to know. That is all. You will not use this. You will not trade this because it's very difficult to trade. So there's no point trying to trade it. Okay. But it's something if you know, then just for you to recognize, oh, a Judas swing, a manipulation is happening. So let me wait for that manipulation to happen. Then normally that manipulation will start a New York Open and end during the macro. So the 9:30 to 10 is typically when the Judas swing happens.
Yeah, that we know, right? Like 10 o'clock, 10:30, sometime also it kind of swings.
Yeah. So normally what happens is it can even like happen a shorter one and then continue also. That's also quite possible. But you will recognize it the more you start analyzing your charts. Okay. And look at the timings. Everything, is at a macro. 13:50,
What
10:30.
happened there at the time?
This is lunch, a post-lunch session.
Oh, lunch.
Post-lunch, normally either during lunch or post-lunch, hits the target, whatever target it was they were expecting, and then happily goes in the opposite direction.
Mm.
Okay. Inevitably, it'll happen like at 12:30, 12:50, if they do it during lunchtime or, you know, post lunch. Interesting. I didn't check this. See, this one. This was 12:30.
Mm.
It took this out at 12:30.
What did it take? Stout. What is that, Vinay, at 12:30?
This high took out this high
Hmm.
at 12:30. Okay. So the thing is, if you look at all these times and things like that, right? This means that it is purely algorithmic behavior.
Mm.
They just have an objective. It's just that they don't reveal what that objective is to us. Otherwise, it becomes much more easier to actually trade. If you know the objective, then you can have blindly take a trade somewhere and then just keep quiet until it goes and hits that.
Mm.
Let's see if we can figure that out also.
What is that ATH?
All-time high.
Okay, all time.
Okay. See, I did the swing on this one. There's a small block here, or a block. The swing on that. Exactly -2. -2 to -2.5 is when it actually reversed. And then so this one I can't place, but that probably is a different swing. Place it. So it's, relation. Wow. Exactly 4.5. Terminus.
Negative, huh?
Hmm. So just that you have to know which one is the manipulation swing. So the reason I chose this one, okay, this one is because this is midnight open. So it actually manipulated on the midnight open. So this candle
Mm.
came into the midnight open. Okay, so that's the reason I chose this. I thought, let me check if this one actually creates a thing. Oh, okay, well, probably that's another reason why it came to this. Interesting. So these timings are very important because inevitably
Mm.
price will react based on this, on these times. Okay. So the daily opens, the monthly opens, weekly closes, weekly opens, midnight open, all of these and all of these timings, right? 8:30 open, 9:30 open. All of these become significant in that sense because inevitably price will react to those particular opening prices. Okay, because that is what it knows. It probably stores all of these values in the database. Says, hey, I was at this price at midnight. So the minute it goes here and says, oh, okay, I hit midnight. I hit midnight. I don't want to go down further. Go up. Okay. Okay. So they always use these values as a means to, do their job. We just need to unlock this algorithm, and then we'll just become billionaires overnight. So the price action was interesting. I didn't make money. but I missed this trade. Actually, I missed both these trades because I was on Nasdaq. On Nasdaq, it wasn't this clean. It was wicking too much, and I made a little money on a couple of accounts, but it wasn't great. Okay, it's almost 6:30. So I thought for once today maybe we'll finish on time.
So Vinay,
Ah,
like what do I have? Top Step X is the account I have,
ah.
but if we have to trade any other account, that's kind of it needs to have either TraderWeight or Ninja Trader, is it?
If you want to trade, if you want to trade, so okay. So if you want to trade inside trading view, right?
Uh-huh.
Then you buy Apex or TopStep or any of these brokers and take the trader weight account.
Sorry, come again on that.
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna call.
Yeah,
Right. Give me 10 minutes.
I bought it on.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Okay, so you can see this trader weight account, right?
Uh-huh.
So basically, you can log into trader weight through this is my Apex account.
Ah,
Okay, so you take an Apex account with a trader weight broker, and then you can actually. It's not allowing me to log in today, but
So with my case, I already have a Ninja account, right? But I don't have market data.
so today for some reason it's not allowing me to. Maybe you know what?
so trouble with the connection. Have to change the laptop.
Hey, Vinay,
Huh?
I previously had that Ninja Trader account, right?
Huh?
So,
So
so
you
with
took see basically you have this Rhythmic and you have trader weight accounts, right?
no, I don't have.
No, normally. Okay, wait,
Okay.
maybe.
So you need to have Ninja Trader and
I'll
what
go
is
to
that?
show you. Okay, so this is Apex. Same
Mhm.
thing is there for TopStep also. It's just that right now they're promoting their own platform. Okay, so if we go down, you have
Ah,
Rhythmic.
this makes sense. Yeah.
You have Rhythmic, right? If you take Rhythmic, then you the only option is for you to use Ninja Trader. Okay, but if you use TradeOweight plan,
Hmm.
then you get a TradeOweight account, and then like I was trying to show you, right? You can actually log into TradeOweight through your through TradingView, and then you can actually take the trades through TradingView.
Okay, so I need not buy anything in TraderWeight. I should buy it in where?
In any of these prop firms, you buy a TradeOweight broker plan. Same
Okay.
thing exists for everything. It's for example, I'll go to Substack.com.
So it shows to me $167 per month.
Yeah, you have to use the code and then buy
Hmm.
it. Otherwise, it's expensive.
Yeah.
So where did you go? Which site did you go now?
This is
Oh,
TopStep.
uh,
TopStep also has it, but I think you have to buy and then it shows. Then it shows that. And, the TopStep X. Hmm. I know that they have it, so let me see. Come on. I'm not going to do all of that. See here, you have TopStep X, NinjaTrader, TradeAway. So if you choose TradeAway, then you can trade in TradingView itself. Oh, you can see.
oh, where is it? I'm not able to see.
Oh,
It just says choose your account 50K, 100K on 50K.
I did that. It's showing to me on this web page. I don't know why it's not showing in this.
Hey, can I share my screen? The,
Yeah, just a minute. Let me see if this works again. You can see it now. Can you see?
Yeah.
uh,
So here you can choose TradeAway. If you choose TradeAway, then you can actually log in to TradingView with TradeAway.
Mhm.
And then you can do all your trading in TradingView itself. And you don't even need to buy data plan. Because data will be provided by the broker.
uh,
Okay, so
So
any
TradeAway, you need not buy any data plan.
no.
Okay.
So you're not buying from TradeAway. You're buying from the Apex firm, but using TradeAway as your broker from your prop firm. So you're buying a prop firm account.
mm.
Okay. No, I'm not going to buy. No, okay, I don't want it. Okay.
This is like the discount that you get is just for 1 month. After that, it is again $147.
No, it's there for every month.
So can I share my screen just to confirm this?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I went in here. So this is the one, right?
Yeah. See that code there?
Wait.
You copy that code?
Yeah, that's the Shimkin. Okay, so this is the code you apply. Okay, but but you showed something else right now, right? But this is
That is different. It's a different prop firm. The same thing. Yes. So you've chosen a trader weight thing, which is correct. But you've
okay.
chosen the 25K,
Uh,
which is fine. Just to check, you can do that.
uh,
See,
so give me the prop account, right?
yeah.
So this also says Ninja Trader license free, Trader 8 feature. So you use the Trader 8 one.
Yeah. So basically, in NinjaTrader, you can also trade using the TraderWeight broker. So that's not a problem. So
Okay.
and anyway, don't worry about that. So,
Mm.
Do you by any chance use Tradify, Vinay?
no, I have enough. Meaning,
So which and all you use?
so the three firms that I have used are My Funded Futures, Apex, and TopStep X. There are so many others, some fast track funding and this and that. So, I mean, I didn't want to spend time or more money buying more. Let me make money with what I already have first.
So all of them kind of pay, or are there any scams in the
Well, they
website?
mostly pay. All of them pay. It's fine. I think I've heard of payouts from all of them. Some of these life thing they guys who do on YouTube, they keep saying that they will try and they've tried this and that, and yeah, they've got payouts.
For me, for some reason, Apex just shows. Oh, okay. There is trade over it also.
Yeah, click next.
Okay, ठीक है ये सब तो करता रहेगा मुझे
Oh, right. Now you
What is that coupon code?
will be there somewhere on the top.
I'll just paste it here.
Scam pen.
I don't know why it's called. Normally they have some code called save now or something, which always tends to work.
Oh, it's asking me $29. Okay.
See, because of the discount now. Okay, so that's typically how it works. Don't take the 25K plan. That is very difficult to trade.
Okay, so which one we should take
Take
then?
50K minimum.
Okay,
50K.
No, here we can take 50K, right? It is 33.
Yeah, you can take 50K plan.
No, 1 second. I am also taking while Sachin is taking. I want to check how do we configure. So if you have time, we can just.
Yeah, I have time. Right.
So I took a plan. Now what should I do?
So
I forgot.
put, first of all, you bought it. They have the account.
Yeah, I bought the 50K account.
I know, but you need to first get it, right?
Yeah, I
you have
got
to,
it.
you have to get that email saying that the account is open for you.
It says active and it says Apex thing.
So check your email. Okay, they would have given you the login and the password.
Now I should open what direct trading
Go
view.
to web.tradeaway.com or trade.tradeaway.com something.
Oh, I cannot. Oh, okay. Web trade over it.
Yeah, I'll show you. Are you able to see my screen?
I think it went small, but yeah.
That's okay, it's fine.
And then say login, right?
Yeah, log in. Okay, and then you give your username and password there.
1 second. Go a little slow because.
Yeah.
And now it says live trading simulation.
Simulation.
Oh, it's not live trading?
No.
Real
All of this
time
is
market
simulation.
data required to start a new simulation account.
That is, but did you log in with that account that
Okay.
Apex gave you?
No, it did not even give me that opportunity. So what's happening is, since I initially had the Ninja Trader account, whenever I tried to fill in the TraderWeight form, right, it says you already have a Ninja Trader account. So I had to use Ninja Trader credentials to log in. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
What do you see?
I went to.
Yeah. So see here. Let me open it in yeah.
Okay. Go back. Okay, but did you get the email from Apex for
Yeah.
the Ninja
Yeah.
Trader, not Ninja Trader, for the TraderWeight account?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I should use that Apex.
Yeah.
1 second.
Log out.
Here, this one.
No.
Not this?
Yeah, that one, yes. But have they set it up already? First, you log out.
So, Vinay, this I just paid the thing. So this is $133 per month, but this is like there is no penalty, right? I mean, after 2 months you can close or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now I signed up. So where I should go now? Is the TraderWeight?
Do the same thing that he's doing.
Go back, which is web.traderweight.com.
Yeah, web.traderweight.com. and log in
Press what?
with the
Password.
credentials that they would have sent you.
Password is wrong.
Is it web.tradeaway?
Yeah.
Where did it go? Apex. I don't know. Apex, there was no email.
Yeah. So they still haven't created the account for you.
Yeah, it says it takes some 10 minutes to minimum 90 minutes. Minimum to 90 minutes.
And normally within 10 minutes they create the account.
So
Sometimes.
they send the login ID and password after that?
Okay, fine. Maybe I'll show it on mine. Okay.
So they say that scroll down, right hand side, you'll see is right Ninja Trader license key.
Okay, you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, once you log in, so normally this is what I get. You always use simulation. Then you say launch. Okay. And then you have to go here. Okay, application settings.
Hmm.
Okay, and then go to API access.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if you go to API access, not API, sorry, add-ons. Then there's this trading view
Activate.
that you have to activate.
Oh.
Okay, once you activate this,
Hmm.
then you can log into TradeAway using TradingView.
Yeah, once I get that, I'll maybe.
Oh, okay. Looks like I got access now. Let me see if I can.
I don't know. Yeah,
The terms and conditions are like so much. Where was that? Subscriptions, right?
Not subscriptions.
Add-ons.
Sure. Add-ons.
Yes. Yeah.